Welcome to markesinwheelchair. This is the podcast about wrestling and a little bit about sports, mostly about wrestling, and maybe a little bit about me. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is sponsored by Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and everywhere you get your podcast. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show. Welcome to markesinwheelchair. This is the podcast about wrestling and a little bit about sports, mostly about wrestling, and maybe a little bit about me. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is sponsored by Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and everywhere you get your podcast. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show. Welcome to markesinwheelchair. Welcome to markesinwheelchair. As I said in the intro, this is about wrestling, and this episode is about Monday Night Raw and NXT last night. I really liked the episode and stuff, and I really enjoyed NXT, but I didn't enjoy Monday Night Raw. I would tell you in a couple Welcome to markesinwheelchair. Welcome to markesinwheelchair. Like I said in the intro, this is a podcast about wrestling and about sports and everything. Well, not everything. A little bit about me. Yeah, so if you like wrestling or a little bit of sports, this is the podcast for you. Yes, I'm handicapped. Yes, I talk with my hands. I'm sorry. So you may see me move my hand around, because I talk with my hands. And yes, again, I'm handicapped. So if you want to stick around with the podcast, you're more than welcome. You can get your podcast everywhere podcast is available. markesinwheelchair has a YouTube page. This will be on YouTube. So if you wanna check out the YouTube, markesinwheelchair YouTube page will be in the description below. And yep, you can check it out if you want. But this episode is about Monday Night Raw and NXT this week. I'm gonna start with Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw started off with Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn, because they were supposed to have a title match at the end of Monday Night Raw, but Gunther attacked Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes ran into Gunther, caused Cody Rhodes to go to the hospital or ER to get checked out, or medical facility as WWE would like to call them. And so Cody, so throughout the night they were trying to figure out who would take on Sami Zayn for the WWE title belt. Title belt. And it turned out to be CM Punk. And they were in Chicago. And I really like that because I'm a big fan of CM Punk, and um and I'm also kind of a fan of Sami Zayn, but he's getting a little annoying now. And yeah, and again, I'm sorry I talk with my hands out. And what else? Oh, and I don't like the Liv Morgan and Io Sky stuff. To me, it's getting a little boring. I hope Io Sky beats Liv Morgan at SummerSlam. Cause it's getting a little boring. Raquel took on um So Ruca. Raquel took on So Ruca. Um and for So Ruca's Intercontinental Championship belt. I really like that too as well. So Ruca is a good athlete. She is getting better each day. And yeah, I really like um her her um sword snatcher. So I keep looking off to the universe because I'm trying to think of what yeah, so I really like the sword snatcher, and stuff like that. And um the and like I said, I really liked the Sami Zayn and CM Punk match. It was very hard hitting, and I really liked CM Punk one. And like I said, so Ruca one retained her Intercontinental title belt. Um, so yeah, we will look to see who will be the next challenger for um So Ruca. And now NXT last night was good. I really liked the Natalia and um and Kendal Grey match. It was real athletic. Of course, Kendal Grey has a amateur background, and she is getting good at what her new craft is. Yeah, so I think it was a good match, and I really liked the four-way between Thea Hill and Lizzie Rain and Izzy Dane and Jordan, Pawnee Jordan. Sorry, I'm gonna get better at this, I'm sorry. And yeah, I really like that. Oh, and a lot of people may remember I used to do more podcasts, but I stopped for a while, but now I'm back. So if you enjoyed this, yeah, you will enjoy all my other episodes, and and I think that's about it. You can follow Mark's podcast via Twitter. You can follow Mark's podcast via Twitter, Facebook, everywhere you get your podcasts and stuff. Yeah. Bye. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode. Welcome to markesinwheelchair. This is the podcast about wrestling and a little bit about sports, mostly about wrestling, and maybe a little bit about me. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is sponsored by Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and everywhere you get your podcast. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show. Welcome to markesinwheelchair. This is the podcast about wrestling and a little bit about sports, mostly about wrestling, and maybe a little bit about me. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is sponsored by Spotify, Apple, iHeartRadio, and everywhere you get your podcast. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the show.